What's up, everybody? A very, very welcome along to today's dual watch along. I think this is a first here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds playing two pretty much back-to-back 30-minute games against Wacker Innsbruck and Stuttgart. And look, who's happy to see the Reds back in action? Because I am. I mean, it's great seeing the lads training over in Austria and all, but nothing beats seeing those lads kicking a football around the pitch. So look, we've got the two starting 11s. We will see Ben Davies. He is real. He does exist. He will kick a football for Liverpool. The excitement just grows, ladies and gents. How are we? No idea what to expect on this one. Absolutely got no idea whatsoever, but we'll give it a bash and we'll see how we get on. I hope that you're all well. Morning, lad. Yeah, it is morning for me. You're right, mate. I mean, I'm not too long up. You know me too well. Or maybe you're just in a part of the world where it's morning. But either way, hello. How are you? Cunnis Atatu. Tome Gama. People going, what is this, lads? A little bit of Irish. One of the couple of fuckle that I do have, which means few words, because I'm awful at Irish, ladies and gentlemen. I am awful. What can you watch it on? LFC TV and LFC TV Go are showing the games. I'm waiting for my Skybox to stop shitting the bed here and actually turn on. It's having a nightmare, so I'm hoping my Skybox works here and I'll be able to actually turn on my TV and watch it, because at the minute my Sky Q box is just going in this mad loop. So we've got a few minutes, so we're all good to go. We'll have a look at the starting 11s for the games. Against Wacker Innsbruck, you're going to see Loris Karius in goal, ladies and gentlemen. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip Davies, Beck, Clarkson, Morton, Kane, Gordon, Origi and Minamino. That's the 11 to take on Wacker Innsbruck. Stuttgart, it's Adrian, Bradley, Kanade, Reece Williams, Simicus, Milner, Keita, Elliott, Mane, Salah, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Little bit of a stronger lineup there for the second game. What have we got? Am I watching the next game? Every pre-season game we'll be doing here on the channel, folks. Don't worry about that. Kick off 5 o'clock and then there'll be a few minutes break and then the second game will be on after that. Two 30-minute games. I know people going, oh my god, Karius. It is, yes, it's a strange one, alright. My Skybox is just going in some mad loop now. It looks like I might have to whip out the iPad here and watch it on LFC TV on there. Why isn't it working? Not sure what's going on here at my Sky Q box. It's just in this loop of the blue logo on the front of it flashing. So hopefully it stops shitting the bed soon. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this Sky Q box to work, and of course it's shitting the bed. The joys of it all, ladies and gentlemen. The joys of it. Craig, do you think Karius has any chance of staying at the club? Absolutely 0% chance. Zero. Like, you can ask any of the journalists you want on that one. There's not a hope in hell that Karius is staying. Anybody else ever have this trouble with the Sky Q box where the Sky Q thing just keeps going blue for no reason? Because it's doing my head in here, working all day, then it's time for the game and the Sky Q box just shits the bed. Why is Muzielowski not playing? There's always somebody that has to piss and moan, isn't there? We can't just be happy about something. Always somebody that has to piss and moan. Sorry folks, wife and I frantically trying to get the Skybox to work here. Keep your fingers crossed, or else I'm going to have to get the iPad out. Whack us over the iPad just in case there, Serena, will you? Cheers. Sorry folks, I'm going to have to get a backup plan here on the iPad. Bear with me. I do have the teams. I do have everything ready to go. This watch along, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is being brought to you with Manscaped. Now, here's the good news, ladies and gentlemen. You're used to the perfect package 3.0. No, ladies and gents. Those days are gone. Those days are gone, I tell you. It's all about this now. Look. Perfect package 4.0, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any better. You think it does, and your balls will thank you later. And look, as somebody who suffers from BINS, Big Irish Nut Syndrome, I can say to you guys that you're wondering about the battery life. You're thinking, will the Perfect Package 4.0 work? I can say to you, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it will absolutely work. How can you get it? Get over to manscaped.com, use our code WFM20 to get yourself 20% off anything on manscaped.com. But surely you got to be looking at the Perfect Package 4.0 set. It's got everything. The brand new trimmer, the shed, the little bit to clean up the hairs, everything you need in one perfect package, like your own perfect package out there, lads. What? Get over to manscaped.com, use the code WFM20. Both of our watch-alongs today will be brought to you with thanks to Manscaped, and we will of course be working with the guys at Manscaped in the season ahead, so WFM20, your balls to thank you later. Do check it out, honestly. We've been using the 3.0, it's great, but the 4.0 is out now in Europe. It has been out in the States, it has just dropped today in Europe, so there we go. Sorry for my wife sounding like she's trying to smash walls over there, but I don't know what's going on with the Skybox. TV's having a bit of a fit here as well, but there you go. Beautiful package. I mean, it is, it's beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Manscaped 4.0 drops today in Europe. First day on sale. Don't be waiting around. Get over there. WFM20 is our code. We're still waiting for this Sky Q box to see if it's going to work or not, and yeah, let's have a backup plan in. Come on, TV, work for me. I don't know what you think that's going to do. It works off the main hub. So if that's not plugged in, it's not. What are you doing?
Just pressing it to turn it on.
It's not going to turn on till the blue light stops flashing on the front of it. Oh, the hassle, ladies and gentlemen. There, now it's off. Go away. Don't touch that and get your fucking hands away from it. We don't want you Sabrina-ifying it with your speedy fingers. My wife has big sausage fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever she touches that and it breaks. Isn't that right, Sabrina?
Yep.
And whenever that arrives and we're building it, one, I usually break it, but two, what do you always say?
There's an extra piece.
There's always a piece missing when we're making something. I think we've won. We've won, Sabrina. We've won. Skybox is on. Now I don't know if the right HDMI is in, love, but we've won with the Skybox, ladies and gentlemen. Relax, mate. I'm a lunatic. Jesus, relax. Have you just seen me around Liverpool games, mate? Oh, the whole my gaff comes to a standstill when Liverpool are on. There we go. We have won, ladies and gentlemen. It'll come back in a second, Sabrina. Thank you for your help. You're about as useful as an ashtray on a motorbike, but yet I still love you, darling. There you go. You can take the iPad away. Right, can you whip on Hum the One there? With the remote, you know the thing you were putting your big sausage fingers on a minute ago. Whack it on there, come on. Source, love, source, top right, Jesus, come on, love. There you go, it's on. Look, you've shit to bed again. Just
I didn't do that.
give the man the remote. See, there you go. Joshua to fight Usyk, September 25th. Look at that, Sabrina, breaking news. It's my 40th birthday in September. Where would I like to go? I'd love to go over to watch Joshua fight Usyk. Love you. Love you.
I'll get you a one-way ticket.
Get me a one-way ticket. Don't care, love, as long as there's a ticket. Whoop whoop. Right, now let's see if we can get the game on, ladies and gentlemen. Part 1 of the exercise complete. Part 2. Let's find the game. Here we go. Why is there nothing? Just make it work. Where are you? There we go. There we go. We're good to go. Good to go. It's all over. We're happy. The TV's on. Woo! Somebody sleeping on the sofa later on. This guy deserved, though. Deserved. Here we go. I mean, they're still bragging about Champions 2019-20. Alright, even I think that's a bit cringy there on LFC TV. But here we go, ladies and gents. We are ready to go. Yes. Right, game starting in 4 minutes time. Let's go through the two teams again for those coming in a little bit late and missed the family dispute. But there you go. You don't get this on any other channel, ladies and gentlemen. You only get this on Anfield Agenda. In-house squirrels. Craig sleeping on the sofa. Yeah. Guess who's going to be looking after his own perfect package for a while? This guy. Don't forget WFM20, by the way. Make sure your perfect package is looked after with the all-new Manscaped 4.0 dropping today in Europe. Be the first to get your hands on it. Use the code WFM20. We get Anfield Agendas 20% off anything at manscaped.com. And I would say your missus will thank your balls later, but definitely not in my case. But your balls will definitely thank you later. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the 11 to take on the first crowd, Wacker Innsbruck, who are an Austrian side. Karius, a young up-and-coming goalkeeper. You may have heard of him. He's playing between the sticks for this game. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Ben Davies. He's actually real, or is it going to be a hologram on the pitch? Stay tuned to find out. Then there's Beck, not the singer, the footballer. Clarkston, not Jeremy, a different one. Then Morton, Kane, Gordon, Origi and Minamino. So they're teasing us. They're warming us up with the first 30 minutes. And yeah, that's the 11 to take on Wacker Innsbruck. And then I'll give you the 11 to take on Stuttgart a little bit closer. But let's just say the 11 to take on Stuttgart is a lot stronger. But yeah, look, it's great to see the lads out there. We're moments away from the game getting underway. Don't forget, this is 2 30-minute games, ladies and gentlemen. We will be going back to back. Woo! It looks like a beautiful setting as well. I mean, what a backdrop for a game of football that is. 'Tis beautiful. 'Tis. Teams are on Liverpool's Instagram. They are, but I can call them out to you. Relax, man. I got you covered. So we've got Stuttgart. Stuttgart game, we're going to go with Adrian, Bradley, Kanade, Reece Williams, Simicas, Milner, Keita, Elliott, Mane, Salah and Oxlade-Chamberlain. So a much stronger team. So it's Loris Karius, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Matip, Ben Davies, Owen Beck, Leighton Clarkson, Tyler Morton, Jay Kane, Kate Gordon, Divock Origi and Takumi Minamino. And they are, yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. That's the first 11. I forgot Davies existed. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. Every time I was doing my predicted 11s or my in and outs or stuff like that, and I was going through the squad and I was listing off the players that'll be still here, the players that won't, I was nearly always forgetting Ben Davies. Always. For those asking where you can watch the game, it's available on LFC TV and LFC TV Go. I do believe there's a 1 month free trial for LFC TV Go at the minute if you sign up to that. I just have LFC TV on my Sky package that I added on yesterday for the game, so there you go. Where's Nat? Well, I'm guessing, and again, you know, don't take anything I say as gospel, but I'm guessing that we're not seeing Nat Phillips because maybe he's in talks with a move to Brighton. You know, there is talk of Brighton wanting him as a 15 million replacement for Ben Davies, who's Arsenal bound. So, or not Ben Davies, Ben White, who's Arsenal bound. So yeah, that could be why he's not being played today. But you know, that's just my reading of the situation from the outside. Don't take anything I say as gospel. What have we got? Yeah, if you use the codes 2122 Go free at the checkout, you'll get 1 month free on LFC TV Go, according to a couple of people in the chat. Thank you, Will. People asking where's Musialowski. These are Jurgen Klopp type questions, not Uncle Craig. I don't know where Musialowski is. I don't have a tracker on all the LFC players. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him later on. Maybe we'll see him in another game. I haven't got a clue, mate, where Musialowski is. But there you go. What's the lineup? Well, if you were in on time, Adam, you'd know the lineup, you bold boy. Only joking, dude. Look, the first game against Wacker Innsbruck, it's Karius, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Davies. Yeah, he does exist. Beck, Clarkson, Morton, Kane, Gordon, Origi, Minamino. And let's be honest, every time we hear Beck, we all go, I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Youngsters going, what is he talking about? It's a song, look it up, us boomers know it. Look at Karius, man bun, as if we didn't already have enough frustrated feelings towards Loris Karius. There he is, full on man bun. No, mate, no, just no. And by the way, before we get to 50,000 questions about Loris Karius, it doesn't matter if he turns into prime Gigi Buffon today. He won't be at the club come the start of the season. At least he won't be in Jurgen Klopp's plans. So Trent Alexander-Arnold with the captain's armband for this first game. Wacker Innsbruck, obviously an Austrian side for those that aren't aware, and it will be a 30-minute game followed by a little break and then a 30-minute game against Stuttgart. So yeah, let's have a bit of fun. And again, Manscaped 20% off the brand new, all new, only launched in Europe today, Perfect Package 4.0. Imagine only having a Perfect Package 3.0. Scarlet for you. get yourselves over to manscaped.com. If you're like me and you suffer from bin syndrome, which you worry about the battery life on these things, what's bin syndrome? Well, it's big Irish nut syndrome. And often you wonder, will the battery last long enough on this to cover these big old Irish Lee Roadie? Well, I can confirm with the Perfect Package 4.0, all you fellow Irish people out there with bins, you don't need to worry about it. They've got you covered. WFM20 gets you 20% off at manscaped.com. And as the phrase goes, your balls will thank you later. And we're underway, ladies and gentlemen. First game is underway. Here we go. Minamino to Origi. Origi takes a little touch back inside. Liverpool in the red shirts, as you would expect, and Wacker Innsbruck in green and black. They wouldn't be allowed playing Serie A with those shirts. No green anymore. Bit of loose play allows Wacker Innsbruck to pick up the ball centre of the pitch. I mean, I always like see the young players in pre-season. Minamino now in possession. I mean, is this just me, ladies and gentlemen, or is there something a bit different about those kits? There seems to be no green on the back of the collar of these kits. Either I'm blind or there's no green on the back of the collar of the kits. Why can't they wear green? I think it's something to do with people who are colourblind, mate, and modern day cameras. Either I'm blind or we have no green on the back of our shirts. One or the other. Free kick anyway, wide to the Reds. Right hand side. Wacker Innsbruck holding the line a few yards ahead of their 18-yard box. Maybe there is a little bit of green there. Maybe I just couldn't see it. Ball in! Matip got up, won the header, but kind of sent it in the wrong direction. Green wasn't last year, mate. If you look on the back of the collar this year, there's green on it. Imagine trying to tell me that there's no green on our new shirt. Mate, I have it. It's hanging in my wardrobe upstairs. There is. It is on the very back of the collar there. I just couldn't see it. There's no green, Craig. I will accept written apologies or, verbal apologies. Whichever one you want, ladies and gentlemen. We do have green on the back of our shirts this season. It's on the very back of the collar. But it looks like I can see the dark green on there. I just wondered. The reason I asked was I was wondering, surely they're not going so mad that it's like, because there's a bit of green in their kit, we can't have green on the back of the shirt, but it does look like it is there. Wacker Innsbruck in possession now, left hand side. Again, good little burst through midfield, a little bit loose. I mean, I wouldn't be expecting too much from these games, to be honest. It's more about the lads just getting a few minutes in their legs, and I wouldn't expect the lads to be going out here 100 miles an hour either. But we still want them to win, don't we? We still want to be singing a song or two. And again, for those tuning in a little bit late, this is the 11 that takes the first game for Liverpool. Karius, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Davies, Beck, Clarkson, Morton, Kane, Gordon, Origi and Minamino. So, a couple of people rightly asking where the likes of Musialowski are. A couple of people asking where Nat Phillips is. I have a feeling maybe they're holding back Nat Phillips in case that Brighton deal comes to fruition, but that's just a hunch at this point. Good covering there back from the Reds. Ball goes out for a throw into Wacker Innsbruck. Sorry, Craig, I'm too excited to buy the second kit. Mate, it's all good, Tom. It's all good, dude. I mean, I like the second kit, but I'm too fat to wear it, so I can't buy it. Do you know what I mean? It's not made for chunky people like me, so I bought the home kit to just try and cover these man boobs a little bit. But yeah, it's all good. There is a very slight bit of green on the back of the collar. Love you too. It's vibes. Love you too, mate. Love all you guys. For those asking where you can watch it, LFC TV or LFC TV Go, and it is a beautiful backdrop for a game of football, isn't it? I don't know how you guys are, but I'm sitting here in Ireland with a fan on in the sitting room. Never thought I'd see the day. I tell you what, it's roasting. But you know what? I might lose a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to London tomorrow. I pulled out with that shoe. So yeah, Craig won't be going to London tomorrow for the shoot because of a bit of a bait and switch scenario I wasn't happy with. But either way, it is what it is. We move. So you have to give it a penalty to Liverpool here for a handball. I think he's given a penalty, and Jesus, I have to say this is vicious. Ref's given a penalty to Liverpool for something that... Nah, I'm sorry, man. That's never a penalty. Nah, the ref shit the bed there. That's never a penalty. His hand was by his side. Nothing he could do about it. It was kicked away from him for 2 yards. and the ref points to the penalty spot, and Divock Origi is going to step up to take the penalty for Liverpool, but it was never in a million years a penalty. Ridiculous penalty from the referee there, but Divock Origi stepping up to take it. Origi scores. Wasn't a great penalty, but he finds the bottom corner, and it's 1-0 to Liverpool for a penalty that, let's be honest, should quite simply never have been given, because it wasn't in 100 million years a penalty. But there you go, 1-0 to Liverpool anyway. Craig, is the away kit anti-fat blokes? No, I mean, for me, it's anti-me. Let's just put it that way. I just couldn't get away with pulling it off. Maybe a younger version might be able to, but for me, no, it's just not one that I'd be getting away with wearing. Yeah, Origi makes it 1-0 anyway. Decent penalty, dispatched into the corner. A bit of a bobble on it. Wasn't the cleanest strike you'll ever see, but who cares? Yo, buddy, do you think Henderson will leave? Said Jensk. Mate, I really hope it gets resolved. I really hope that Liverpool show Hendo the love that he deserves. Again, I talked about this last night. There's two sides to this conversation. Letting him run down his contract and potentially leave at 33 is one thing, but the idea of maybe selling him this summer, that doesn't sit well with any of us. So, you know, we'll talk about that tonight, because we will have another late night agenda tonight at 8:45, so don't miss out on that one, folks. We'll go through all this in more detail. Wacker Innsbruck now pushing forward in search of an equalizer. Good start to pre-season though. The Reds getting a dodgy penalty. Let's hope that continues into the season. Ball down the line again, looking for Divock. Again, this is another perfect example of why Divock frustrates the shit out of me. He manages to take possession, try to turn back, turn into trouble, and go down injured at the same time, all because of bad decision making on his part, and now he's down injured. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, we don't want any potential sale to fall through for Divock. Again, I mean, we are jinxed, aren't we, with Knox? Hopefully he's okay. So he received the ball, he tried to nutmeg the defender then, and it looked like he rolled his ankle or something like that. So what? 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes into pre-season. Who had 7 minutes for the first injury of pre-season? Oh. 7 bleeding minutes. He's back to his feet. Hopefully he's okay. Trying to put a bit of weight on his right ankle. Camera pans into Ben Davies just to show us all he's real. And hopefully Divock is able to continue, which it looks like he can. Trent just placing the ball for the corner. Divock's still off the field, obviously waiting for the go-ahead to come back on. Corner comes in from Trent. Goes past everyone. Second ball, shot, it's over the bar. It'll be a Wacker Innsbruck goal kick. Kay Gordon tried the attempt. Interesting to see Kay Gordon get some minutes. Very much looking forward to seeing how he gets on. I keep going to say Sassuolo. Every time I think about saying Wacker Innsbruck, because of the kit, my head makes me want to say Sassuolo. But it is, of course, Wacker Innsbruck, and tackle goes in there. And it'll be a throw in right hand side to Wacker Innsbruck. Divock Origi scored a penalty that was absolutely 100% never a penalty. I think everybody, look, nobody cares, it's pre-season and all that jazz, but it wasn't a penalty. But ref pointed to the spot, Origi scored it, and it's 1-0. Wacker Innsbruck on the attack now. Matip back clearing it. Minamino has it now for Liverpool. He's looking for support, and then he tries to play a ball back to the left back, who had two players in between him, and he was playing it at chest height. There's been some sloppiness, but look, it is pre-season. But you want the sloppiness to get out of the way pretty quick, smart. I don't know what Minamino was trying to do there. Nine minutes into this 30-minute game, and Liverpool 1-0 up via a Divock Origi penalty. We give him a song, will we? We give him a song. Because, you know, we did score Divock, and I feel like we should be giving him a song. So let's give him a bit of a Da 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 dum dee 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 da dee da da da. Divock-a-rigi. It's Monday night and not 1 minute we can lose. Divock-a-rigi. I mean, might as well give him a little song, ladies and gents. He has scored after all. Whoop whoop. Wacker Innsbruck in possession now. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a like on the video as well. You get everything on here. Manscaped promotions, domestic arguments, the whole lot on Anfield Agenda. Where else would you get it? My wife saving the day with the Heronomics. You love to see it. There's a free kick to Liverpool, right hand side. Kay Gordon brought down. For all those people that don't know how the game's on, I still don't know how you don't know where it's on. It's been widely advertised by the club everywhere, to be fair. It's on LFC TV and LFC TV Go. There is an offer on it at the minute where if you sign up to LFC TV Go, you get your first month free using the code 2021 something something something. I don't know what it is, but like Google it. Or somebody in the chat will let you know, because there's heroes in the chat there as well. Anyway, Kate Gordon over the free kick. Trent Alexander-Arnold over the free kick. In comes the ball. It's a decent ball, but it's cleared by Wacker Innsbruck. Second ball headed back in. Origi uses his body strength, but the referee said too well, and it's a free kick out to Wacker Innsbruck. Who loves saying Wacker Innsbruck? Because I love saying Wacker Innsbruck. Did I mention Wacker Innsbruck? How much to watch the game? What I can tell you from my Sky package, it was €7.99 I think a month to add on the LFC TV channel. I think it's $4.99 maybe for LFC TV Go, if I'm right, and as I said, with the first month free with that code. But LFC TV for me was €7.99 to add on to my package with Sky. Which, look, to be fair, is decent value for the pre-season games. I have no problem whatsoever with that. This game is 30 minutes, mate, Frank, and then there's a 15-minute gap, and then there's a second 30-minute game that we'll be playing against Stuttgart, and I have that 11 ready as well to tell you guys when the game goes between the games. Sorry, because we won't be taking a break. We'll be going right through, and then I'll be back tonight with a late night agenda as well. So loads of stuff going on. Is Van Dijk fit to play today? No, he isn't. I wouldn't expect Van Dijk and Gomez to be fit yet, to be fair. Nor do we have any sign of Nat Phillips in either of the 11s for today. I have a feeling it could be because they're waiting to see if Brighton's interest is real. And then Wacker Innsbruck tried a quick free kick there, but they overhit it and it went out left side for a throw into the Reds. Nice movement here. Liverpool played the ball out left side. Immediately they get their head up looking for the run of Origi, but it wasn't on, so Liverpool go back. Great to see the youngsters getting a run out here as well, and as I said, what a backdrop of a ground it is. Beautiful. I don't know if the Austrian Alps, but certainly some beautiful mountainous background there. How are you, mate? I'm Tickety Boo Cave. Nice to see you back in, my Barcelona supporting friend. Nice to see you back in the chat. There, Tom Bredesen is, or excuse me, not Bredesen, Bredesen, excuse me, Tom. Tom Bredesen has very kindly put the lineup in for the next game into the chat there. Thank you for that, Tom. Minamino wins the ball back here for the Reds. So for those saying any new youths playing, the youths that are involved in this game are Beck, Clarkson, Morton, Kane, Gordon. They are the 3 or 4 or 5, well, whatever I meant the names. What was I mentioning there? 4 or 5 names there. They're the youths that are playing in this game. And Ben Davies is on the pitch as well. Yes, he is real, Ben Davies. Do you know what else is real? The 20% you get off at manscaped.com with our code WFM20. Get over there, check out the Perfect Package 4.0. Today, the first day it drops in Europe, launch day. Shot there from Wacker Innsbruck on the edge of the box, but it's straight into the arms of Loris Karius. Craig, will VVD be fit for Norwich? Again, anybody that gives you a definitive answer for that will be lying, because the true answer, Toby, is we'll wait to see how he reacts to the pre-season and how his body reacts to maybe a few minutes here or there. So we're all hopeful that he'll be as close to fit as possible by the start of the season, but the truth is, mate, nobody really knows yet until, you know, the intensity ups a little bit and you see how his body reacts. Same with Joe Gomez, of course, as well. But hopefully, you know, we're all hopeful that we see them both fit and available for as close to the start of the season as possible. Good work there by the Reds in a tight area. Good play, lads. Good play. Ball switched out left hand side. Again, Liverpool look to move it quickly. Lovely ball out right hand side to Origi, who Origi did. Oh, the frustration. How's the little dude? He's good, thank you, Robert. Yeah, he's good. A little bit frustrated, as any kid would be, you know, that his arm's in a bit of plaster Paris, but hopefully it won't be too long. But he's good, thank you for asking. I was going to say Sassuolo again. Wacker Innsbruck in possession, moving the ball around. I feel like Wacker Innsbruck's a bit too much to be breaking the Ric Flair whoos out for, so we'll save them for Stuttgart. But the Reds on the attack again. Oh, unlucky. Nice ball. Falls again. Trent rolls it in right hand side. Strike! Good save by the keeper. I think it was Cade Gordon, was it? That forced the keeper into a save there after some good play with Trent down the right hand side. Again, good to see the confidence in these youngsters. Nice bit of play here though by Wacker Innsbruck. They've got a 3-on-2. Now it's a 3-on-1. Oh, they make a bit of a mess of that and Liverpool get bodies back. You wouldn't be getting away with that at a higher level, to be honest. Wacker Innsbruck now look the ball to the back post. It's headed across and it's 1-1. And Loris Karius is a pile of poo. It's 1-1. It's shocking goalkeeping. It's shocking marking. It's shocking. Did I mention that it was shocking? Because it's shocking. And if you ever wanted an indication as to why Karius is shite, there it is. Ta-da! Simple ball to the back post. Look, your man's there on a fortnight's holiday waiting for it. Heads it. Ah, fuck off, Karius. Honestly, mate, come on. Like, nah. Nah. Look at the body positioning. Oh, Jesus, it's all kinds of wrong. What are you pointing at, mate? The header had beaten you. Point at it all you want there, Loris. You're terrible, mate. Fucking hell. I'd have saved that and I can barely walk. Look, it's a friendly and I don't give a shit because Karius will be going, but you know, there's example number one as to why he'll be going, because his body positioning was horrendous and I'd have saved that and I'm a big fat clown. Well done, Cade Gordon. Good work in the opposition penalty area. Good tackle on him, to be fair, but looks lively. Again, sloppiness from Trent there. Okay, it is pre-season, it is their first time out, but look, Wacker Innsbruck now getting bodies forward. Ball back inside, Ben Davies recovers and it's back. But that counter-attack came from Liverpool not having enough bodies back, one of them slipping. Wacker Innsbruck had the 3-on-1 originally. The first ball was overhit. We got bodies back into the penalty area, but Wacker Innsbruck played the ball to the far post where there was a man left unmarked for what seemed like an eternity, and he headed it past Karius, who was basically looking at it go all the way in, and then complained. I don't know who for I don't know what, but that was the equalizer anyway, and the penalty came from a handball that should never have been given. Oh, look at that little turn there, and lucky Minamino. I like that little turn on the edge of the box, but it didn't quite come off for him. I know there's probably a few goalkeepers in the chat there, but what Karius did there was the epitome of ball watching and not keeping track of where his body position was. So he was basically standing on the near post when the header came in, and the only area the dude could head it to was across his goal, and yet he still couldn't make up the ground. And the header was very slow. It wasn't a bullet header, it was just awful goalkeeping, awful defending as well, let me point out. But it is 1-1. And yeah, I'm not going to lose my mind over pre-season, but I will lose my mind if we don't move Karius on and Origi on, because neither of them are good enough. Minamino's starting to look a little bit more sharp. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cade Gordon out on this right hand side. Again, he's fouled. Referee gives a free kick here. He's a bright... I like the look of this dude. He really does look lively. So far, he's certainly the standout player on the pitch for me. Good ball into him. He's brought down again, and a free kick, but I like the look of Cade Gordon. He looks lively. Ain't Origi just score? Yeah, mate, you scored a penalty. You don't get credit for scoring a penalty for me, especially when, again, when you see the penalty, it like bubbled on its way into the corner. But like, if you want to blow smoke up his arse for scoring a penalty, then yay! Ten minutes to go. Free kick to the Reds. Trent's over it. Kate Gordon's over it. Trent, unlucky. Wasn't the greatest to strike. And didn't test the goalkeeper. We've got less than 10 minutes to go in this first 30-minute warm-up game. Craig, do you think there could be a swap deal? I've no idea, Jack, to be honest with you, because we're all a bit confused as to who Liverpool's targets are in midfield at the minute. Now, your point about Nat Phillips being wanted by Brighton is a fair one, because, you know, they're selling Ben White to Arsenal, and it does look like they want him as a replacement, and Liverpool are asking 15 million. So that part, keep an eye on. Definitely could be one of the reasons why Nat isn't playing. Here's a ball through. Again, Karius makes the save this time, in fairness to him, but I will... I bet if I say it, I'll get in trouble. He made the save there, but his positioning was again awful. But he got away with it and made the save, so he gets the credit. But again, his positioning was terrible. But he did come out quick and make the save, so he does get the credit. Well done, Karius. But again, we were open up far too easily. We can't keep loaning Karius because we sell him for a few million. I honestly, I know he's not in Klopp's plans, but other than that, I've no idea who wants him, how much we may get from him, or what the situation will be with him. I mean, if Liverpool can't loan him out, I would just pay off his contract personally, or try to come to an agreement with him. But as it stands, he's what, fourth in the pecking order if you look at who's at the club right now. So obviously there's Alisson, Queeveen Kelleher and Adrian would all be ahead of him. How are we drawing? Relax, dude. One, it's basically a team full of kids we're playing. Two, it's the first 30-minute pre-season game. And three, we haven't played very well. Ball into the left channel now. Takumi Minamino can't control it. Again, it's these little moments. Origi's had a couple as well. Been good balls into the channel where you would expect better from these lads, but both Minamino and Origi's controlling those wide areas when they've pulled into good positions has let them down a little bit. Will Hendo leave, do you think? My gut says no, Sam. No, I don't know if a new contract will be agreed, but it's a situation none of us want to be even talking about, is it? I mean, there's two sides to it, mate, as you probably are well aware. There's the part that worries us all with the idea of him possibly leaving this summer, because that doesn't sit well with anybody. Now, if you wanted to leave him run his contract down and at 33 reevaluate the situation, I can understand that. But obviously that's not what Jordan Henderson will want to be hearing. He'll want to be feeling like he's a valued member, he's the club captain, and I get that point of it as well. The idea of selling him this summer to me, that just doesn't sit well whatsoever. Wacker Innsbruck now on the attack down the left hand side. They've got three bodies forward. Again, last ditch defensive cover this time from I think Ben Davies. Stops a through ball and Wacker Innsbruck have the ball back on the halfway line. Do I think Canade will play good next season? I've no idea, but you'll get to see him in the next game because he's starting against Stuttgart, so we'll get our first look of Ibrahima Canade playing for Liverpool in the second game, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a 15-minute break in between games. I'm going to stay live, of course, so we can have a little chat, and then Canade will be part of the second 11 that will come out, and I'll talk you through that starting 11 in a couple of minutes time. What do you think so far? It's it's pre-season first game. There's a lot of mistakes, of course, but I don't really read too much into them. It's more. I'm more concerned that we make sure we get through these games with no injuries. That's first and foremost what I look for. And then of course you want to see if the young lads. You know, you're excited to see how the young lads get on. And Cade Gordon has looked very sharp in this game on the right hand side. You know, actually, if anything, I would say probably the younger lads have looked more settled. They look more assured on the ball. And it would be more the senior pros like Origi Minamino that have had a few iffy situations. Here's Cade Gordon again. Nice ball back inside. Just as I say that, I think I've jinxed one of the poor youngsters who pulled a poor ball back across the 18-yard box. And Wacker Innsbruck tried to play a through ball, but Karius is able to come out and gather that one. Who's played well? Only joined. Right, looking through the team. Clarkson's done well. Cade Gordon has done well. Morton's done okay. That's about it really. I mean, Trent's done a little few bits, but hasn't really had to, or you know, hasn't gone out of first gear yet because it's the first game. Strike on the edge of the box. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been a very fine strike. Strike again. Oh, unlucky, son. Unlucky. I tell you what, young man, that was very unlucky. Who was that? Was that Beck? Whoever that was that took the shot on the edge of the box there, very, very unlucky. Just Beck, it was Beck, just missed the top corner with a strike, took a deflection and he gets a corner. Nice strike from the young man, but it is a corner to Liverpool, right hand side. Ball in, it's headed out by Wacker Innsbruck. Again, ball back in, great control in the box, but it will go behind for a Wacker Innsbruck goal kick as we work into the last 3.5 minutes here, folks. Craig, adopt me. Send the paperwork. Send location, Ben. Owen Beck is Welsh, there you go. I don't know if he is or isn't, but you know, if he is, then you know what a great crop of youngsters Wales have coming through. Wacker Innsbruck now attacking, but they are offside. Referee puts his flag up, and 3 minutes to go on this one. Anybody impressed you? Cade Gordon, very much impressed by him. Who scored the goal? It was a penalty from Divock Origi, which I think anyone who's seen the incident will agree with me, it shouldn't have been a penalty, to be fair. It was given for a handball. It was very harsh. Beck has looked lively as well. Who else has looked lively? Morton has looked okay. Jake Kane has looked okay. I mean, I think all the youngsters have done themselves no harm in this game. Trent caught possession there and then ends up fouling. It'll be a free kick to Wacker Innsbruck. Miss you too, Buell. Great to have you back. Where can you watch the games? LFC TV or LFC TV Go are showing all of Liverpool's pre-season games. Joe Gomez and Van Dijk there up in the I don't know what you'd call it, up in the balcony, chilling out watching the games. Obviously they're not up to the fitness levels required yet to get into the pre-season games. What's for dinner? I don't know, mate. I think I've got pizza dough, so I might make myself a pizza later on. You know, got pizza dough, pizza sauce and all the accoutrement to make a pizza, so I might make a pizza. So Sassuolo again. I'm Sassuolo mad here with this kit. Wacker Innsbruck on the attack down the right hand side. Looks like they're pushing for potential winner. Ball in. Baby Giraffe clears it, but only as far as another Wacker Innsbruck player. I'm going to take every opportunity I can to say Wacker Innsbruck, because I probably won't get many more opportunities in life to say the glorious name that is Wacker Innsbruck. Last attacking chance of the game here, and it will go to Wacker Innsbruck, who are pushing down the right hand side. Liverpool have a bit of defending to do here inside the final minute of the 30. They take the corner short. Reverse pass. Cross in. Karius comes and claims it. He's looking to start a quick attack. Origi has it now in the right channel. And we run out of possession and give the ball back. Trent has it back now. I mean, referee's looking at his watch. It is a 30-minute game. I can't imagine there'll be much, if any, additional time. Again, Liverpool passing it back. Referee blows up. The first 30-minute game has finished. Wacker Innsbruck 1, Liverpool 1. So a draw in the first 30-minute game, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Let me just reset the scores and the scoreboards, and we'll get set up for game number 2, which will be coming up in about 15 minutes. So we'll have a little chat for that. I've just got a little bit of messing about to do here. So 1 second. Changing the scoreboards around just to make sure I'm done on my end. And that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Voila, like magic, we're ready to go for the Stuttgart game, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get underway and we go through the starting 11 for the Stuttgart game, just another little reminder for you guys. Today is launch day for this beauty, the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0 set. Now, if you want to have the best in men's grooming and you want a little discount, get yourself over to manscaped.com, use our code WFM20. That gets you 20% off that beauty. And look, that's the full set as well. You get the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0 trimmer, you get a nose hair trimmer, ear trimmer, you get some ball preserver. Yes, you heard me right, you get ball deodorant or anti-chafing ball deodorant. You get a bit of paper there to clean up the trimmings. You get yourself a pair of boxer shorts, and you get the shed, which is underneath that. You can't see it. It is a beautiful little gift set. Thoughts on the Henderson situation? It's not a great situation, mate. Yeah, sorry, stream was lagging there for a second. It's back now, don't worry about it. All good, all good. Right, so what do we want to talk about? We can talk about the starting 11 for the second game, or we can talk about the Henderson situation. Either way, I will be back tonight with a late night agenda, so don't forget to get over to that one. We'll be going again live at about 8:45, so... Do I think Liverpool will sign Saul? Here's my worry about the situation. So my worry is that we all thought that Saul or Renato Sanchez or Neuhaus or whomever it might be, so we all assume that that's the Gini Wijnaldum replacement, so that Liverpool are looking for a midfielder to come in and replace Gini, who left. But my worry is that one of the reasons that we're hearing that Liverpool are going to leave the midfield search to last after the attacking search is that surely we're not planning on waiting and see what's happening with Henderson, because what we don't want to happen is that we sell Jordan Henderson to PSG or Atletico, one of the clubs who've been rumoured to be interested in him, and then we go out and sign Saul or whoever it might be, and we bring in one replacement to cover two players. Now, you know, Saul would be fine, no arguments against the lad, 26 years of age, very experienced, very robust guy, doesn't get injured, can play in a whole host of positions in midfield, so there's a lot of plus points there. But I don't want to lose Jordan Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum and replace them with one guy. No, actually, I just don't want to lose Jordan Henderson full stop in any scenario. So I'm worried that there's been a lot of disrespect shown to some senior squad players. And yes, I understand that a squad will need to be refreshed. I understand some of these players are getting older. I get all of that. But this was supposed to be the summer where we tied these players down, where Salah gets a new deal, Van Dijk gets a new deal, Alisson gets a new deal, Fabinho gets a new deal. But instead we're looking at a situation where one lad's already left against the manager's wishes, and now we have the captain of the club who feels mistreated and undervalued by the money men at the club, because you know it's not Klopp, you know it's not the players, it's not the training staff. Everybody loves Hendo. He's the leader, he's the person that galvanises the dressing room. So to see a position where it's publicly being put out there that he's unhappy, that's just unacceptable, and it's another bit of bad public relations that the club just doesn't need and could be completely avoided. So again, it seems like more money pinching from the men that tell us that the reason that we're not signing players is because we're tying those players who have achieved the success down to new deals. Well, so far all we're hearing is bad news on that front. Genie leaving, Hendo unhappy, Salah not sure what's going on. It's just not great luck, is it? When you're seeing other clubs at least agreeing new deals with players. Look, who have we agreed new deals with in this window so far? Adrian, Kelleher, Harvey Elliott, which was good news. I think we're all happy to see that. Musialowski signing a deal, great news for that as well. But other than that, you know, we haven't seen a Mohamed Salah, a Virgil van Dijk, and Alisson, a Fabinho. All these players that we were, you know, told are going to be the priorities to tie them down. And what pisses me off more than anything is this whole idea that once again it's been put out there that 2022 is going to be the year where Liverpool do the major squad overhaul. We've heard it before. Every year we're told next year, next year, next year. Next year comes and we'll get the excuses, we'll get the PR exercises, we'll get the reasons why we can't do it, and they'll probably be similar to the reasons we've been lied to about in previous ones. So for me, it's nonsense. I'm fed up of it, I'm sick of it. I want Klopp to have the tools that he needs, and my fear is that the manager eventually gets sick of it all, because as much as he smiles and puts on a happy front to the camera, because that's what he has to do, he's the leader of the club, he's the face put out there in front of the media, he's got to galvanise the dressing room. There's nobody can tell me that he's not seething somewhat by these scenarios, that senior pros are being allowed to leave the club because the money men are penny pinching yet again. You know, can anybody, a good conscience, say that Gini Wijnaldum wouldn't have lasted 3 more years? Of course he would. Look at the man, he's just bulletproof. He's another James Milner. He's somebody that will play till he's 36, 37, no problem. But yet again, we didn't deem him valued enough to give him a 3-year contract, and he goes and signs for PSG. And now we've got our captain, the man who we tried to trade for Clint Dempsey at Fulham at one point, but backed himself, dug his heels in, literally the epitome of everything that we as fans believes our club stands for. Loyalty, honesty, graft, hard work, a good person, all the traits that we love. Taking over the captain's armband from Steven Gerrard. Imagine what weight must have came with that. Leads us to a Premier League title, leads us to a Champions League, leads us to a Super League, leads us to a Club World Cup. And this summer we're hearing that he could move on because the money men are too tight to give Hendo a deal. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. And yet again, it's another PR mess up from our owners. What time's the next game at? It's in 5 minutes. And let's have a look at the starting 11 for this game, ladies and gentlemen. So, Adrian in goal for this one. Then it's Conor Bradley. Keep an eye on this kid. He's the young Northern Irish guy, number 84. He's the guy who's been spoken about as a potential backup to Trent if and when Nico Williams may move on. So we've got him at right back. Then it's Kanade and Reece Williams that make up the centre back pairing. Kostas Tsimikas will play at left back, so we'll get to have a look at him. Then it's James Milner, Naby Keita, Harvey Elliott, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. So a much stronger starting 11 for the Reds for this second 30-minute game. And yeah, let's wait and see. I'm excited to look at a few people. Obviously excited to see Kanade make his first start. Conor Bradley, I'm excited to see a bit more of him. Kostas Tsimikas, let's see what he's like, if he's up to speed. And then of course we have the likes of Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain, who let's see how sharp they are. So again, you know, really exciting stuff, and certainly a stronger team for the second game than for the first 30-minute game. And for everybody in the chat asking where you can watch the games, again, LFC TV or LFC TV Go. Craig, would I have Karius or Adrian? Neither. They're both shy. That's the like, I could give you the PR answer. I could give you the I don't want to get in trouble with the club answer, but that's not what I'm about. I'm about honesty, and look, they're both pants. Neither of them are good enough to play for Liverpool, and I'm delighted that Caoimhín Kelleher's the club's number 2, because I think he's better than both. So the answer is neither, mate. You know, I understand Adrian signing on as a number 3. Once I heard he was a number 3, I felt a bit more calm, but both of them are terrible. I mean, of the two, I'd rather Adrian than Karius, if I'm being honest, and that's it's like, you know, it's the best of a bad bunch there, if I'm being honest. In their prime, Suarez or Salah? I've got to be honest with you. I have never loved a footballer playing for Liverpool more than I did Luis Suarez. I've never enjoyed the skill set of somebody more than I did. Like, I've had more favourite players, but Luis Suarez was the greatest piece of art I've ever seen in a Liverpool shirt. So he trumps everybody for me in the category of in their prime. Now look, Salah's numbers are incredible, but I've seen Luis Suarez do things that I've never seen other footballers do. The goal against Newcastle, I was lucky enough to be at the game where he chested that down around Tim Krul. I was lucky enough to be at the game where he scored the 4 against Norwich. It's dude could nutmeg a mermaid, literally. He is unbelievable, or was unbelievable. So I'd probably say Suarez, but my God, they're both amazing. I just loved Luis Suarez at Liverpool, mate. Loved him. I didn't get to watch Kenny Dalglish playing. I'm not old enough to have had the joy of seeing Kenny Dalglish playing for Liverpool. Steven Gerrard, yeah, of course, Gerrard's amazing. Gerrard has single-handedly won us things, dragged us through games. But, you know, the question was around attacking players. It was around Suarez or Mohamed Salah. And Luis Suarez was... I've never seen that like it, honestly. Unbelievable. He was just mental. Like, I know a lot of you guys probably remember it, but, like, I've never seen some lad get so lucky. But it can't be luck with bobbles, if you get me. Like, he'd run into a crowded penalty area, there'd be 6 bobbles off shins, and somehow Suarez would always end up coming out the other side of it with the ball, and we were all scratching our heads figuring out how the hell he did it. It was, and it couldn't be luck, because nobody gets that lucky that often. Craig, who do you think Liverpool should sign to replace Gini? I like the idea of Saul. I like the idea of Renato Sanchez. I've got no problem with either of them. I don't know enough about Neuhaus to give you an honest answer on him. I haven't seen enough of him playing. So look, if we were to sign Saul, if we were to sign Renato Sanchez or Basuma, I'd have no issues with any of them. I think that they'd all fit in fine. My big problem is the worry that, you know, we're staring down the barrel of the Henderson situation, and that needs resolving quickly. Suarez had the it factor. He did. He was yeah, he was brilliant and mad in the same way. And maybe I like somebody with flaws as well, by the way. As a flawed person myself, I think I like a flawed genius. I think it's why a lot of us like the likes of Ronnie O'Sullivan or George Best or any of those, you know, those players, Paul Gascoigne, any of those type of lads. You know, I like a flawed genius. I think we can see a lot of ourselves in them. Right, second game's going to get underway momentarily. Stuttgart making their way out onto the pitch now. They're going to be wearing white shirts with a red hoop, for want of a better phrase. A couple of people up there having a few beers, nothing wrong with it, enjoying the sunny weather in Austria. And yeah, the Reds are going to be coming out momentarily. Again, let me just quickly run through Liverpool's starting 11 for this second 30-minute game. It's going to be Adrian, Bradley, Kanade, Reece Williams, Tsimikas, Milner, Keita, Elliott, Mane, Salah and Oxlade-Chamberlain. So much stronger 11 for the second game. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's watch-alongs are being brought to you in association with Manscaped. Get yourselves over to manscaped.com to check out the all-new Perfect Package 4.0 set that launches today. This is what she looks like. It is a thing of beauty. You get the razor, of course. You get the nose and ear hair trimmer. You get the ball preserver. You get the ball deodorant as well. You get yourself a pair of boxer shorts, and you get what they call the shed, which is the little bag that it all comes in. If you use our code WFM20, you get 20% off absolutely anything at manscaped.com. And today is launch day. That kit, the 4.0, only goes on sale in Europe today. So make sure, if you're looking for a gift for somebody, and I'll be honest with you, my missus has nicked mine. She uses it, so I know it's called a manscaper, but do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is my missus nicked my one. So yeah, Get over to manscaped.com, use our code WFM20 and treat yourself, and your balls will absolutely thank you later. And if you're like me and you suffer from bins, then you don't have to worry about the battery life or anything like that, because the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0 set with the razor lasts a long time, so you don't need to worry about having bins. What is bins? Why, it's big Irish nut syndrome. Many Irish men like myself suffer with said affliction, but you don't need to worry about it, because the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0 set has a long enough battery life that it can cover those big Irish nuts of yours and get the job done. Mwah, your balls will thank you later. And they will. Mine are always thanking me. I mean, I'd be walking around the supermarket and all of a sudden I'd hear, Craig! Craig! Yes, lads? Thank you! We're so airy and refreshed down here! You're welcome, lads. No problem. It's all good. Now, would you mind keeping it down? I'm in the supermarket, fellas. Torres or Suarez? Suarez above any other striker for me, mate. But Torres was amazing as well. Right, we're about to get underway here with this game as well. Again, Liverpool, I think, in the red shirts, and Stuttgart in white shirts with a red hoop. Kloppo and the Stuttgart manager just having a little chat now as well. It's great to see Klopp looking all tanned and holidayed and healthy. So the first game finished 1-1. Let's hope the second one goes a little better. There he is. Look at him. Ibrahim Kanade. Go on, son. So great to see him make his first start. The Reds are coming out onto the pitch now. Naby Keita playing as well. Jimmy Milner will be captain in this 11. And we are about to get underway. So hopefully we see a good 30 minutes of action. Love you too, Avnish. Thank you so much for the kind words. Oh, this team is definitely a lot stronger. RSH 14, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask of you a little favour? Please do hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video as well. We will of course be covering all Reds pre-season games here on Anfield Agenda, as well as being doing late night agendas. Like tonight I'll be back at 8:45 with an LFC news show. Tomorrow I'm going to record the One Football news show for the week, so keep an eye out for that one as well. That'll be dropping on Thursday. Loads of great stuff coming up, so yeah, let's enjoy the second 30 minutes. Sounds weird, doesn't it, saying the second 30 minutes, but anyway, we're about to get underway, and much stronger 11 this for the Reds. Centre back pairing for this one is Reece Williams and Ibrahim Kanate, for the person that asked in the chat, Harry. Yeah, so Kanate and Reece Williams, mate. Referee doing his checks. And we're underway. Right, Liverpool playing from left to right. Kanade gets his first touch, moves it out right hand side to Conor Bradley. Bradley cuts back inside. He's dispossessed. Liverpool have it back though. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, good tracking back, wins the ball. Reece Williams. Tsimikas now. Or excuse me, it's Chimikas, isn't it? Reece Williams back. Kanade goes wide to give an option to Adrian, who decides to play it through the centre. Liverpool switch the ball back out left hand side. Again, we're caught in possession. Stuttgart have the ball. They try work a through ball, but Liverpool have it left side. Bradley flicks it. Excuse me, right side. Bradley flicks it through. Then Liverpool try a ball looking for the run of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but it was overhit and it goes all the way through to the Stuttgart keeper. Both the games were only 30 minutes, Josh. I mean, I'm genuinely baffled that people don't know. I mean, it's been advertised everywhere that we're doing 2 30-minute games today for the first pre-season games, and then it's into normal games, but they're both 30-minute games today. Obviously just a bit of a leg loosener for the lads. Stuttgart now on the attack down the right hand side. Liverpool get bodies back. Kate is there. Stuttgart still in possession. Ball switched across. Bradley comes across. Stuttgart player cuts inside. Try a little 1-2. Conor Bradley does well, gets a foot on it, but it drops to a Stuttgart player whose shot goes over Adrian's crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick to the Reds. I genuinely seen somebody in the chat saying Canada is CDM. I don't know what fucking game you're watching, mate, but he's playing centre back alongside Reece Williams. Again, you know, don't try and be clever when clearly you're talking out your hoop. Ball through, Chamberlain now, decision across to Salah. Salah doesn't score. That should have been 1-0, and Mohamed Salah had the ball squared to him by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he hit it straight at the keeper. Good work by the Reds, good play by Chamberlain, gets his head up, picks out Salah, who went with his right foot for once instead of his left foot, probably because of the angle of the run, and Stuttgart keeper gets down to save it. And again though, good link-up play there, good ball by Chamberlain, and Salah got there but just couldn't put the finish on it. Interesting that he actually went with his right foot there though, because often during the season we always see him cutting in onto his left, and he tried that one with his right and you know, couldn't. Oh, blocked down there though by Mane, well done. Nice to see Sadio looking sharp as well, well done Sadio. Somebody said Oxlade-Chamberlain's been looking sharp in training. He started off sharp here today, in fairness to him, as has Sadio Mane. Liverpool in possession out, left hand side, ball in to Mane, tries a little flick outside, lost his footing as he did it, and it goes behind for a Stuttgart goal kick. Wexford, Sean. I live in Wexford these days, mate. Oxlade-Chamberlain looks like he's playing through the centre is what I'd say. I don't want to call him a false nine, but he's certainly playing centrally. Mane out on the left, Salah out on the right, and Oxlade-Chamberlain through the centre. Tsimikas wins it back. Ball inside again, looking for Mohamed Salah this time. Drops to Naby Keita. Well done, Naby. You won it back, lad. Well in. Well in. Keita now, right hand side of the penalty area. Got bodies around him looking for support. Rolls it back out to Connor Bradley. Bradley back to James Milner. Milner, little 1-2. Bradley has it. Good pick out, but it bobbles up ahead of Naby Keita and he loses possession. Haven't seen much of Harvey Elliott really so far in the game. Haven't really been able to get involved in the first few minutes, but still plenty of time. Free kick there to Stuttgart, fell by James Milner. Definitely looking a lot sharper with this 11 than we did with the first 11. Stuttgart keeper plays the ball out left hand side. Stuttgart in possession, they move it out right side. Ball through, back heel, and it's 1-0 to Stuttgart. It's a well worked goal, but not great defending again from us, and looked all too easy, and Stuttgart make it 1-0. Just as I say, we look much sharper. Stuttgart go down the other end and open us up like a tin of tuna. It was Canade's man, he backheeled it into the path of an oncoming Stuttgart player, and yeah, expect that one to be all over Twitter in about 20 seconds, with everybody and their dog trying to say how Canade's shit, which, you know, I don't know what more he could have really done there, to be fair, but you know how Twitter works. And it's 1-0 to Stuttgart. I wouldn't say it was Canade's fault as such. Could he have been tighter? Possibly, but the back heel, there was nobody tracking the run either. It wasn't great defending from the entire back four unit, but it was Canade's man that definitely set the goal up with a back heel. Oxlade-Chamberlain now, ball inside to Elliott. Elliott tries to shift it onto his left foot, but Stuttgart managed to get bodies back. Liverpool turned it back over though, good work. Tsimikas. Mane just overhit down the line. You can see that Liverpool have upped the intensity level a little bit straight away after conceding. Davies is up there with the likes of Curtis Jones and others watching on, by the way, for those asking. So Ben Davies is certainly there. I just wonder, is it because of the potential Brighton move that we aren't seeing him in the either of the 11s? Tsimikas with a ball in, played away by Stuttgart. It'll be a corner to the Reds' left hand side. Again, for those coming in late, Liverpool's 11 is Adrian, Bradley, Kanade, Reece Williams, Tsimikas, Milner, Keita, Elliott, Mane, Salah and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Anyway, Costa Tsimikas to take the corner, give the signal. It's a high deep one over everybody's head. Easy for Stuttgart to defend and they clear the lines, but Liverpool have it back to Tsimikas. Ball in, goes out off a Stuttgart player. It'll be a corner. Another corner in second corner in quick succession to the Reds. See, funny thing is, that was 10 times more of a penalty than the one he gave for the first one. This is, yeah. So there you go. Welcome to the mad world of referees. Eight minutes gone. Stuttgart lead by a goal to nil. Salah with Liverpool's best chance so far. Hit it straight at the keeper, but it looks like the intensity is definitely being stepped up by the Reds here. Reece Williams judged to have fouled deep inside Stuttgart's half. They get on with it quickly. Ball over the top. Offside flag is up. Be a free kick to the Reds. Where's Bobby? Do people not like? How can people claim to be Liverpool fans and not know where the likes of Bobby and all are? They were at the Copa America late into the tournament. It only finished. They are entitled to 3 weeks holidays. So the England players, anyone at the Copa America from Argentina and Brazil, they won't be there because they are on their holidays. They've only just finished international competitions and they get 3 weeks holidays. Ball into Mane. Elliott tries to pull it back across, loses his footing, and yeah, wasn't great. But again, sharpness from Liverpool there in and around. What do you mean, hold on, Craig? To what, mate? Everything I say is factual. I don't need to hold on, mate. I am just a font of knowledge. Just bow at the altar that is me. I don't know what you're telling me to hold on for, mate, but I'm always right, so it's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm also the most humble. Most humble of all the humble people you'll ever meet. Do I like having 30-minute games? No, but I can understand them. We in the new kit? Yeah. United fans are coming in like Joseph. They're going, oh dear, Craig. Mate, do you honestly think I give a shite about the scores of a pre-season game? All I care about is the fact that nobody gets injured and they get minutes in their legs, dude. It's pre-season. Don't care what any of the results are in pre-season. To me, pre-season's about getting fitness up. Yeah, you want to see some sharpness, but I don't care what the results are, man. I'm only concerned about nobody picking up a knock because you know, I'll leave the pre-season trophies to Everton and Spurs fans to celebrate. I don't give a damn what Liverpool scores are. I just hope all these boys get ready for the first game of the season and we don't pick up any injuries. That's the only concern I ever have with pre-season. Nice ball through there for Stuttgart. Good defending. Offside flag was up though. It'll be a free kick to the Reds. What was the first game score? 1-1. They've all played so well. No, he was shite, mate. But again, if you want to delude yourself into thinking he did so well, watch back and see the miscontrols and him running into players. But you know, we can't lie and say he played well, or we can be honest and say he was awful, as was Takumi Minamino. The only people that played well in the first game were probably the younger players, particularly Cade Gordon. But hey, don't mind me and me facts. Ball back with the Stuttgart keeper. Mo presses, but he works it out right hand side. How's Kanade looking? Do you know what? It's been quite quiet from, except for the situation where his man backheeled the ball into an onrushing player who scored for Stuttgart. Other than that, he hasn't really had that much to do. I mean, a couple of passes and and that. But yeah, he was certainly involved in the Stuttgart goal. But again, I mean, this is his first time playing with these lads, so all good. It's only pre-season, no need to be losing our minds. Someone else saying, I thought Taki was alright. Again, look, it's perspective, isn't it? I suppose it's what way we look at it. For me, as a senior player out there, I thought that a couple of times when he got into good positions, his touch and control let him down and the move broke down. But I'm certainly judging those guys a lot harsher than I would the younger guys, because I would see them as the established players, and the young lads are here basically to try and impress the manager and you know, make themselves part of the plans for the upcoming season. So I suppose I would hold the likes of Origi and Minamino to a higher standard. And no half time, Joseph, mate. It's just a straight 30-minute game. Canade rolls the ball back across to Reece Williams. Interestingly, Cade is the one that's dropping a bit deep here in this midfield scenario, trying to pick up the ball, but we move the ball back left to right. Milner has it now. Am I watching the game? Yes, of course I am. Salah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, who has looked sharp. He tries a good ball out there to Costa Simicas, a little bit ahead of him, a little bit overhit, maybe a bit of adrenaline there from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he has certainly looked quite sharp out there today, which is good to see. He's playing through the centre. I mean, if you want to call it a false nine or whatever, he's the most central of the attacking players, let's just put it that way. Canade now, ball into the feet of Gordon. Excuse me, Bradley, my apologies. Back out there now, right hand side to Harvey Elliott. Elliott goes past one man, tries to go around the outside, pulls the ball back. How was that not a pass back exactly? Did I miss something there? I need it, clever boy. I didn't see that he'd need it, clever boy. Free kick to Liverpool out wide left hand side. Gareth Evans, you're getting banned for your spamming bullshit. You don't get a chance to put in stuff like that in the chat, mate. Nor will you. We are 15 minutes into the game, halfway through it. Stuttgart lead by a goal to nil. Again, a bit sloppy there by Reece Williams, trying to clear but gives it straight back to Stuttgart. A lot of good suntans out there for the Reds. You can see the boys have enjoyed the holidays anyway. Good defending, Costas, fella. Good defending. I tell you, well played, Costas Simicas. Pulls it down out of the air. Lovely touch. Unlucky. Then we try a ball over the top looking for Mohamed Salah, but it was headed back to the Stuttgart keeper. How do you watch it? All Liverpool's pre-season games, mate, will be available on LFC TV or LFC TV Go. All of the pre-season games. So I'm watching this now on LFC TV. But thank you, Johnny Webb, for the super chat, mate. Happy to answer your question. Another offside there. There's been a lot of offsides for Stuttgart so far in the first 16 minutes. I can remember at least 3 or 4 occasions now where they've tried that ball, but our defensive line has held fine and caught them offside. Connor Bradley now. Ball up the line. Takes a little nick, goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly. Nice touch by Chamberlain. Milner. Harvey Elliott picks it up now. Elliott with a lovely ball into the right channel to Mohamed Salah. Salah, I can see what he was trying to do. He spotted the run of Sadio, tried a little outside of the foot curler, but it was just a little bit too close to the keeper. I'm starting to like these little patterns and connections here by the lads. Sharpness again, lovely looked at. So just slightly overhit from Mo, but good vision, nice build-up play. And he's seen the run of Sadio Mane, but it was just a little bit too close to the keeper. But you can see that the brains are ticking over here. You can see the lads are on a much better wavelength, these group, than the first group of lads. Keita now goes around the outside, pulls it back and it's cleared. He should have cut back inside there onto his right foot. I don't know why Naby in that position didn't try and cut back in to get a shot away, but it ends up Stuttgart clearing it anyway, and it'll be a throw into the Reds' left hand side. Another Liverpool throw in. Just over 12 minutes left to go in this one. As it stands, Stuttgart lead by a goal to nil. The result in the first game was Wacker Innsbruck 1, Liverpool 1. Looks like Stuttgart could be about to make a change or two. Tsimikas with the throw in. Throws it into the corner to Milner. Tsimikas with a high looped ball put behind by Stuttgart, and it'll be a corner to Liverpool out on the far right hand side, which Elliott looks like he wants to try and get on with quickly. He does, little 1-2 with Mo. Elliott, ball in, not a great ball, cleared easily by Stuttgart. Ball back out to Salah. Salah gets his head up. Ball back to Conor Bradley, inside to Kanade. Kanade, nice ball through the lines to Sadio Mane. First touch was a bit heavy, allowed this challenge from Stuttgart, but it's back in Liverpool possession now. James Milner goes out to Conor Bradley, right hand side. Bradley to Elliott. Elliott's ball inside has been intercepted, and Stuttgart now have possession. They try and switch the ball across, which is quite a dangerous ball, but they get away with it. Again, some good passing from Stuttgart to try and play their way out here. They kept possession well in a tight area. Again, they try a ball over the top, a little bit too much on it, and Adrian comes out and gathers it. Lovely ball by that. I think it was from James Milner into the right channel to Mohamed Salah. Absolutely beautiful ball. Salah now back to Harvey Elliott. Elliott round the outside, pulls it back. It's headed away by Stuttgart, but the pressure really been ramped up here in the last few minutes by the Reds. Certainly a far more encouraging performance, even though we're losing, than the first game. You can see these boys are certainly playing at a much higher intensity level. Salah cross in, again flicked on by Stuttgart. Chamberlain heads it down to Tsimikas. Reece Williams. James Milner now, right hand side. He has a look up, spots the run of Tsimikas, ball across, and that's 1-1. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is a beautiful goal. Absolutely stunning. James Milner with the vision to pop that ball out into the left channel. Tsimikas had a late run at the far post. He knocks it across the front of the 6-yard box. Sadio Mane times the run perfectly, and it's 1-1. And that was just a thing of beauty. Look at this from Milner. Spots the run. Tsimikas does what he has to do. Let's be honest about it. It looks like Sadio Mane was offside. But, or was he? Well, either way, the goal stands. But Mane looking at the offside flag going, I think I'm offside. I gotta be honest, mate. I think if that was in the Premier League, he'd probably be offside. But either way, beautiful build-up play, beautiful goal. Even if it was offside, who cares? 1-1. We're certainly getting a few gifts today. A penalty that should have never been a penalty in the first game, and let's be honest, a rather dubious equalizer. But who cares? It's 1-1. Great build-up play though. I mean, absolutely wonderful ball from James Milner. Absolute quality vision. And great ball back across by Tsimikas, and Mane was in the right place at the right time. But he was offside. He was offside, wasn't he? I mean, I'm trying to be fair. You know, it looked to me like he was offside, but you know, it is what it is. It's 1-1. Woo! An ironic woo! again though, it was all about the ball from Jimmy Milner and the timing of it from Costas Tsimikas as well. So well played. I'll tell you what though, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, look at that speed from Canade. See, that's why we got him. Look at that recovery pace. Even though he was offside, man had 2 yards on Canade, he still got back and won the ball back for us. You gotta love that. That's what we got Ibrahima Canade for. That little bit of sexiness right there. Pace, the recovery pace there was fantastic from Canade. Exactly, Dylan. Who cares if it's offside? It's pre-season. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Let's just all applaud it. Why not? Woo! Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain now out right hand side to Connor Bradley. Nice vision that. Well done, Harvey Elliott. Nice vision. Salah just took a heavy touch and couldn't keep it in. But I tell you what, Harvey Elliott's starting to find his way into this game now. And you love to see it. Lovely vision from him. Outside of the foot pass. Found Mo. It was a tight area. Originally I think Mo did well to keep it in, but it just about found its way out. But again, a lovely spot that by Harvey Elliott. How's Oxlade-Chamberlain doing? Really well. Genuinely, mate, really well. Looks lively. Looks sharp. You know I said it when we were still losing 1-0, but it looks like to me this is an 11 that is further along in its pre-season or in its training, because it's certainly a lot sharper than the 11 we've seen, which had a lot more kids in it, to be fair, in the first game. But I've been quite impressed, regardless of what the score will or won't be, with the look of us from an attacking perspective. Stuttgart overhit that cross and it goes behind. It'll be a goal kick to the Reds. Adrian's not really done nothing wrong, to be fair. I mean, he couldn't do anything about the goal. You know, you can't put any blame on Adrian for that. Karius, on the other hand, was horrible for the Wacker Innsbruck goal, but did make a good save, in fairness to Karius as well. He did come out and make a good save later on in the game. 6 minutes to go in this one. Stuttgart 1, Liverpool 1. Don't forget, do hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Help us push on. We'll have all the pre-season games on here. I'll be back at 8:45 tonight as well with tonight's late night agenda. Don't forget, today's watch along has been brought to you with thanks to our friends at Manscaped.com. Use our code WFM20 to get yourself 20% off anything you want at Manscaped.com. And today, just wide there. Today is the European release day of the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0 set. So it's the reason I'm pushing it so hard today. Is first day in Europe that you can get your hands on this new set. And if you use our code, you can get 20% off. WFM20. Link in description. Right, yes, chance there for Stuttgart, which they dragged just wide of Adrian's far post. And again, we try a little 1-2 to get Mo in down the right hand side, but it's over hit. We've got 5 minutes to go, ladies and gents. Is there a winner to be had? Let's wait and see. Right, let's all take a second to laugh at Hypatia TV for the absolute stupidity of the comment. This team sacks. No, Bernadette or Brian, I have to read this because I like to put these little clowns in their place. All capital letters, so you took the time to shout it. Now I'm going to take the time to shout down your stupidity. This team sacks. The word you're looking for, motherfucker, is sucks. They can't beat Stuttgart, German second league. Firstly, it's a 30-minute pre-season friendly game. Relax the cacks. And secondly, what sacks? Are we playing American football here? As the defenders on pulling people to the ground here? So if you're gonna come and have a little go, at least get it right, and don't fucking shout at me. I'm not shouting at you. This team doesn't suck. You know nothing about football. Shut up. Sacks. Oh, state of it. Scarlett! Scarlett for your love, Scarlett! Tell you later on, I won't be going to the missus. Any chance of a bit of saki love? That's not what we say. You know, we're not having Japanese alcohol here. So, you know where I'm going with that. Basically, Scarlett. He took the effort to go all caps and all. You really went for it, didn't you? But then again, you know, sacks to be you. Stuttgart passing it round here. The pretendy football fans that lose their mind over this type of shit amazes me. Playing a pre-season 30-minute game, drawing 1-1, and people are like, this team's shit. Can't even beat a German second division team. It's not about winning pre-season. It's about getting fitness in the legs. God almighty. If you don't understand that, just go away and stop annoying me. How are you doing, Craig? I'm good, mate. Today is definitely not a day that sacks. Today is a good day. You really do overreact. Do I? Okay. Well done, Adam. Brilliant. Build a bus, mate. I'll do what I want, though. That's the problem, Adam. 'Tis my platform. 'Tis my channel. I'll do what I want. If you don't like it, walk out the door, sir. Walk out the door. Your impression of me, or anyone else's impression of me, I don't really give a shit about, young man. I'm here to have fun and enjoy myself, not worry about what people that I've never met before have to say about me. So there's a reason why there's 112,000 subscribers on this, mate. Maybe I do overreact. It's because I care, though. Unlike your comment, which I couldn't care about, dude. So, you know, I'm being kind here. You go about your day. But don't tell the king what he does, mate. I do what I want, when I want. It's how I work. It's how I roll. And if you don't like that, you can sack my nuts, mate. Who scored? Liverpool's goal was scored by I was going to say Divock Origi. That was the first game. Sadio Mane. It was a great build-up play, but look, if we're being really honest, it looked offside. We're into the final minute of this second game, and yeah, there you go. Final minute, and it's 1-1. God, we're so terrible. Can't even beat a second division German team. We might as well just fold up the club at this point. What's the point? Simika's ball across, cleared again by Stuttgart. Again, I think this has been a much better performance than the first 30 minutes. I'm certainly been more impressed with what I've seen by this group. Chamberlain's looked very sharp. Elliott's come into the game. Salah's looked good. Mane's looked good. It's Canade's first time in the Liverpool shirt, which is good to see. I think Conor Bradley's done himself no harm in the right back position. Simika's obviously great run and great timing and a great cross for the goal. And that's the end of that. The game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Taz finished 1-1. So both Liverpool's pre-season games today, 2 30-minute games, both finished 1-1. So there you go. I don't really know what to say to it. It's my first experience of ever watching 30-minute games of football, really. So yeah, don't read too much into it. You know, try and take the positives from it as always. Some good minutes in the legs, no injuries. Youngsters got a bit of a run out. Again, we've seen the link up with Mane and Salah and how good that was. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, very, very good in there. Canade got his first minutes in a Liverpool shirt. Costas Tsimikas did well down the left hand side. So I'm going to look at this and try and take the positives from it, and we move on to the next pre-season game. So yeah, look, hit that subscribe button for me before you head off. I will be back tonight at 8:45 with tonight's late night agenda, which is our Liverpool news show, where I'll be covering all the transfer topics over the past 24 hours or so, and I hope to see you guys for that one. Also, don't forget to get yourselves over to manscaped.com to check out the brand new European launch of the 4.0 Perfect Package set. WFM20, our code gets you 20% off absolutely anything at manscaped.com, and trust me, your balls will absolutely thank you later, much like I'm going to thank you guys now for being with us for this one. Lots of love to you guys as always. I hope to see you back at 8:45 tonight, and for those trolls, definitely